So, what I wanted to ask you guys and call in if you have any thoughts on this, but what I wanted to ask you is what do you think? And this is a long, by the way, you can watch this. I'm not going to play any more of this. This is a very long video. But my question is what would cause this young man to commit this heinous murder? The murder of uh, multiple victims here. Zan is just one of them. It was also Maddie. It was also her best friend. Her name is escaping me right now. So at least three. I believe there's four victims. But my point is, like I said, I'm not an expert on this case. I'm just what I focused in on this one thing that she said. But I believe there's four victims. But the point is, he killed multiple innocent victims. What would cause this guy to do something like that? You know, I do happen to know certain things. I know that he was a vegan. Is it veganism that causes someone to do this? I don't know. I don't think it's veganism that would cause someone to do this. I know that he used to barely sleep at night. I know that's not it because I used to not barely sleep at night until I got my CPAP machine and because I had sleep apnea. So I don't think that's the reason because I'm not out killing people and he is. I always want to look into, well, what's his religion? I don't even think that's a foolproof because I believe that there are cases where some cult like Christian are involved in one of these cults does weird things like that, but it's not common. I will say that it's not common, but I imagine that there are exceptions in cases where it does happen. But for the vast majority, I don't think Christians would do something like this. But I know he had a form of autism called Asperger's. Is it Asperger's that would cause someone to do this? Again, I don't think so because there's a lot of people who have Asperger's. They're not out there killing people. My theory, and you could agree or disagree, but my theory as to why this young man killed these four victims like that is because he was a heroin addict. And when you do hard drugs like heroin, you're allowing a spiritual forces and to gain access to your spirit and to your body. People say the guy looks possessed, like look at his eyes. He's demonically possessed. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. There is something out there that causes people to do pure evil acts like this. And it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So what do I think? I think that this kid, Bryan Kohberger, killed these girls not because of these things, not because he was rejected by a lot of women. Although some people will also say that. I don't think it was because he was rejected a lot. Apparently, he had opportunities to be with girls. I mean, this one girl, this Asian girl, was interested in him. I think some other girl gave her number to him, so he must have. But the point is, I believe that when people do certain things, it allows spiritual forces into your life. And if you have no covering, like you don't have the blood of Jesus on you and stuff like that, you are susceptible to a lot of stuff. And as heroin addict, and he was addicted to heroin, that is demonic. That's dark stuff. So it's a very hard drug. I've never done it. I had friends in my frat who did cocaine, and that's also a hard drug. And that also, I believe, lets spiritual stuff into your life you don't want. But that's my theory, guys. I think the heroin allowed him to get basically possessed, and he got darker and darker. He used to take jogs in the middle of the night in the mountains and the hills and stuff in the woods. He used to hang out in like all hours of the night. Like I said, I guess he didn't sleep. But maybe he didn't sleep because he was so oppressed that he couldn't sleep because like it was just I don't know. He couldn't sleep because of it. So, call on the show 313-591-0299. What do you think? What do you think was the cause of this kid going out there killing four innocent girls, college girls, sorority girls, just like that, with no remorse, no like inkling of emotion, just cold blooded. Um, that's my theory. What's your theory?